things we say and do help guide us in the right decisions that will benefit the city of Troy. And the Lord, please be with all of our graduates and watch over them in their new careers. Amen. Please turn and salute the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. It is shown that all council members are present tonight. So first up, we need to review and approve our council minutes from our previous meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as written? So moved. Have a motion by Mr. Davis. Do we have a second? Have a second by Ms. Moultrie. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up, we need to approve tonight's agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda statement?
So moved.
We have a motion by Ms. Baker. We have a second. Second by Ms. Holly. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Next up is committee reports. Troy City Council met this afternoon at 4 o'clock upstairs to go over our work session tonight, to go over all of our items to discuss. And so the next item will be Resolution 2024-49, a contract services with Pike Soil and Water. This is a contract that will be for a $16,000 a year, 2-year contract. This contract we do every year has them support.
That's correct. And these two that are on the agenda today are the final two that we've been working on since the beginning of the fiscal year, and this will take us through September 30th of 2025 on all of our contracts for services.
A motion to approve Resolution 2024-49.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Baker, second by Ms. Moultrie. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is Resolution 2024-50, contract services with Pike County EMA. And this is, as the mayor stated, this is the same thing that we've done, and it'll be a 2-year contract. Have a motion? Somebody. Have a motion by Mr. Davis. Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Mr. Baker. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is item number 8, Resolution 2024-51. It's a professional service agreement with CDG. Mayor, do you want?
Yes, sir. I'll take care of this. This is for many years. Scott Trott and CDG have helped the city of Troy with our wastewater treatment plant, our sewer line installs, our lift stations, all of our wastewater treatment situation. We've been working on, for some time on the possibility of building a new facility that will be in addition to our existing facility on 231 South, or what we call our Walnut Creek wastewater treatment plant. So this will allow us to continue to seek funds. As you know, we got a large grant not long ago. There's an expectation that a great deal of the ARPA money will be turned back into the state, and they'll be looking for shovel-ready developments in regards to wastewater, water, those types of things. And so we've been in a lot of contact with ADM, and this will allow us to move forward so that if the remaining $16 million of the grant comes through, we can move ahead, and ADM can give that money to communities like Troy as opposed to sending it back to the federal government.
Any questions for the mayor? And this total contract, CDG, will be not to exceed $1,684,372.88. And both contracts.
That's correct, and we've already gotten a grant covered.
We'll have a motion to approve Resolution 2024-51. Motion by Mr. Davis, do we have a second? Have a second by Ms. Holland. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is Resolution 2024-52, fiscal year 2024 Safe Streets and Roads for all grants application authorization. Ms. Anderson.
The purpose of the Safe Streets and Roads for All discretionary grants is to improve roadway safety by significantly reducing or eliminating roadway fatalities and serious injuries through safety action plan development and implementation focused on all users, including pedestrians, bicyclists, public transportation users, motorists, personal conveyance, and micromobility users, and commercial vehicle operators. The proposed grant application is for an implementation grant with some supplemental planning and demonstration funds related to research and preparation of a complete streets plan. The City of Troy's fiscal year 2024 Safe Streets Implementation Grant Project, Move Safe Troy, implements several projects which are all included and identified in the city's multimodal safety action plan. Project 1 is install pedestrian facilities along one side of Elba Highway from Curtis Drive to 231. Project 2 is install pedestrian facilities along both sides of Seeger Street from Montgomery Street to South Blue Notch. Project 3 is install pedestrian signal heads in the downtown area and other signalized intersections along corridors connecting downtown to Troy University and routes to school. And Project 4 is rectangular rapid flashing beacons project at selected locations related to school pedestrian traffic. This grant is an 80-20 match based on the current total estimate. The local match is estimated at $604,227.01.
Any questions? Ms. Sanders.
I know that I asked you this upstairs, but just for the benefit of the public, these locations were determined by an outside study, right?
Yes, these locations were determined by an outside study that was involved in drafting our safety action plan.
Any other questions from Ms. Sanders? If not, we have a motion to approve Resolution 2024-52. Have a motion by Ms. Moser, do I have a second? Second. We have a second by Mr. Davis. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Thanks, ma'am. Next up is Resolution 2024-53, declaring weeds a public nuisance. Ms. Sanders.
The city works hard to promote, maintain, and have a clean, healthy, safe, attractive environment for all to live, work, and play. An abundance of overgrown grass or weeds within the city that is injurious to general public health, safety, and general welfare. This resolution declares that the weeds on the properties at 104 Hodges Street, 118 Hodges Street, and 327 Ryan Street to be a public nuisance in order of its abatement.
And again, this will give them an additional 21 days to get
Once
something
this
done.
resolution is passed, we will send them certified mail, giving them 21 days to remove the weeds.
And they've already had 14 days.
They've already had 14 days, yes.
Any other questions for Ms. Sanders? If not, do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2024-53? Have a motion by Ms. Holland, do we have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Ms. Baker. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Any abstention? Motion carries. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next up is Resolution 2024-54, Child Nutrition Program Summer Feeding. This is a program that we city has participated in for the last several years. It is funded by the Alabama Department of Education, and it helps feed some of our young children in Troy. Mayor, elaborate.
This is a program we've done for many, many years. Ms. Chan actually, who handles our program, is here, and appreciate the work that she does. There'll be two resolutions, one with authorization for the program, the other for having a separate procurement plan.
Any questions for the mayor? If not, do we have a motion to approve Resolution 2024-54? Have a motion by Ms. Moser, do I have a second? Have a second by Ms. Holland. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Any extension? Motion carries. Next up is Resolution 2024-55, is the Child Nutrition Program Procurement Plan. As the Mayor said, this is just extension of that where it has policy and procedures that we have to follow. Any questions or concerns?
This question, when does it start?
It starts June 3rd and it ends July the 19th. So we have about 6-7 weeks, and we have about 2 weeks before school starts, and we have 12 sites this year.
Do you
Is that
have
an
a-
increase? Oh,
Yeah, we lost the city, the rec department, but we did pick up 2 more sites. So we sure did.
do you have an idea of how many kids that this might reach out to?
Right now, we're guesstimating probably about, for the week, and because we have a summer program at the, all the schools, all 3 of the schools, so we're guessing probably about maybe 400 to 500 a week, if not more.
That's great, thank you.
I have one more question. And what do families need to do to be able to sign up for this?
They don't, they just show up and bring their children, they're eating, we'll feed children from 18 months to 18 years. The food has to be consumed on site. The only thing they can take away from the site will be their juice and or their fruit. But they just show up at the sites that are be given, and
That
that's it.
doesn't sound like you could make it any easier.
Can't make it
Thank
any
you for the work that you do.
Jane,
easier. Yes, sir.
your locations, how will they know the location?
I will have locations, I'll have it put on social media, I will have it sent to various churches, I will have it posted on the radio. I know most people don't listen to WTVF, but I will have it there, and I'll just have it posted at different public sites.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Howard. Do we have a motion to approve Resolution 2024-55?
So moved.
Have a motion by Ms. Mosley, do you have a second? Have a second by Ms. Holland. All in favor say aye. Any opposition? Any extension? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is ordinance 454, franchise agreement with Crown Castle. This will constitute our second reading here, and we will take a vote on that and take action tonight on this. And this is a resolution, a franchise agreement that will be for 10 years. And Mary, you want to elaborate anything else?
It matches up with our existing franchise agreements, and I would recommend its passage.
Okay, thank you. Do we have a motion to approve ordinance 454?
Second.
Got a motion by Ms. Baker, do we have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Ms. Moultrie. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Any extension? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is ordinance 455, amending the Article 5 of the zoning ordinance. And this will constitute our first reading, and we will take this up at our next meeting. Ms. Sanders, do you want to come forward, or do you want to wait till the next meeting?
I can do the next.
Next meeting, okay. Any questions or anything right now for this? If not, again, this constitutes our first reading. We will take this up at our next meeting. Next up on our agenda is appointments. Mr. Davis, I think you have an appointment for the
Troy City School Board. Yes, listen, it's always great to have someone be willing to serve and in a capacity of something as important as the Board of Education. And it's really my honor and pleasure to nominate James Spallard, citizen of Troy, living in District 3, to serve beginning June 1, so a 5-year term on the Board of Education.
Thank you. We have a motion to approve Mr. James Sparrow for the Troy City School Board of District 3. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Ms. Moultrie. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any extension? Motion carries. Good luck. Congratulations, Mr. Sparrow. And also, I would like to thank Mr. Bo Coppage, who he is replacing. He has served, I think, 2 terms on this committee. We do appreciate everything that he's done in his time. Next up is Mayor's comment. Mayor?
Don't have too much. Thank y'all for all the work y'all just did. You accomplished quite a bit, and I think, hopefully, as those grant funds become available, we'll be able to do a lot of things will last a long, long time in our community. We had some weather this week. Had about 1,300 folks without power for a few hours. This week, our people worked hard to get that back on. Shelby and his crews worked hard to clean up. Our first responders, everybody works so well when we have issues like that, and we appreciate that. And then our utilities department was also able to go and help South Alabama Electric and Pioneer, who had a lot of issues, and so they worked hard and helped our neighbors. It's a busy time of year. We had a great Troy Fest. Got a lot of things going on with the kids, people graduating, university had graduation. There's just a lot of things going on. We just ask people to be safe, have fun, but be careful as we begin to move into summer. This is always a busy month. It's like everybody's trying to cram everything in before the summer starts, but everybody be careful. Dan, do you want to say a word about baseball and softball? I know we're getting to the end of the regular season. There's a lot going on. Council might appreciate an update.
Thank you, Mayor Reeves, ladies and gentlemen. The regular seasons are winding down for a lot of the teams. We still have some T-ball games and Dixie Boys games tonight and Thursday night, and that will wrap up T-ball. Dixie Boys still have a couple of weeks. The 13, 14, and 15-year-old girls are called the Bells, and they play their regular season. They start late because of high school softball ended late, and they've got tryouts next week, and they'll have a brief season of about three weeks or so. And we're flexible with that because we are hosting this year for the first time in 10 years, and really the first time ever, all of the girls softball state tournaments will be hosted in Troy. And we're always thankful for the boys baseball tournaments. They'll bring 12 to 16 teams, but we'll have 48 to 50 teams for the girls softball tournaments, and we're having to break it up over 2 weeks. And we're excited about that and so happy for our young ladies. We'll have a host team in every division, so they won't play in district. So that's what gives us the flexibility for an extended season for Bells. Our swim team is also practicing, and we're proud of them. And just a busy summer, and we appreciate all y'all's support.
Thank you, sir. Mayor, have any of that?
Unless there are questions.
Any questions from the mayor? If not, we'll go into council members' comments. Tom.
I'd just like to say congratulations to all of our 2024 class graduates coming up from Pike County, Charles Henderson, Pikeville, Goshen, and all of the surrounding areas. And looking forward to the great things that these young bright scholars are going to bring to our community as well as our city, state, and nation.
Mr. Davis.
I just echo what's being said, talking about recreation and the mayor's comments about this. Since the last council meeting, it's just been amazing that, of course, the weather we didn't expect that, but you had the National Day of Prayer, Troy Fest, all of those things that happened. We even had entertainment on the square on the 10th, I believe it was, when graduation was anyway. And so I just want to, saying all that, I just want to thank the staff and the employees of the city. It's been a real busy time. They've done a lot of overtime put in. They've done a lot of extra work. And I attended a lot of those things, and it was well run, well organized, and it was very safe for everybody. So thank y'all.
Ms. Baker.
I'll echo his comments. Troy Fest, of course, anybody that knows me knows it's one of my favorite, actually, times of year, things to do in Troy. But it was wonderful, and I know it's one of those events that I think affects every single city department. So thank you all for putting in the extra work to make that happen. That was a really busy weekend, that weekend, which is great that we have so many things going on. I've taken a step further that I do not want to hear that there's nothing to do in the city, because I don't know who you are, but you're misinformed. So I've started sharing some things on my council Facebook page, just with the hashtag something to do this summer. And that is going to be anything from what, our library is doing, downtown events, private groups, anything that they're offering that's family friendly events that is open to the public, or just something to do this summer. So feel free to share those with me so that I can put those out. But for anyone that wants to do something, I'm certain that there's something that's going to be going on this summer. I do also want to thank Mr. Coppage for his service, and Mr. Sparrow for agreeing for his service ahead. I think that was a great nominee, and I look forward to seeing him work with the rest of the Board of Ed members. That's all I got.
Ms. Motion.
I'm making up, I wasn't here last time.
I want to thank Shelby's crew for, I forgot to mention District 5 cleanup, which began May 1, but I've noticed that you guys come through and pick up, so thank you all for that. And I just want to reiterate that it is District 5's cleanup. I told y'all back in October, we pick up anything, or anybody, you just gotta call us. That's all.
Thank you, ma'am. I want to echo all the council members' comments too. And on a personal note, I would like to give our local hospital a great thanks. We have a great hospital. My mother was out there. She was out there for 4 weeks, dismissed yesterday, and she didn't want to leave. Now, I've never seen anybody that didn't want to leave the hospital. She did not want to leave. She enjoyed it, and very much. I do appreciate it. So we have a great hospital. We should be proud of it. And with that, do I have a motion for adjournment?
Mr. President, can I say one thing, really two things on the tail of that. One, it's actually hospital week, which I went out and proclaimed today and signed a proclamation. On Monday, I also signed a proclamation that it's police week. And I wanted to remind everyone that tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we will have 2 ceremonies, one at the police department and one out at Bicentennial Park, that will honor our fallen officers. So just wanted to mention that and invite everyone to come to that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And with that, do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
We're adjourned. Thank you.
Okay.